Whether or not you watch the Oscars, you surely have heard about the slap that reverberated around the world when one actor made a comment, a joke about the wife of another actor. I'm not getting involved between Chris and Will, and I haven't watched the Oscars, but it does tell us an important thing. We are in the midst of a war in Ukraine. There have been a few terrorist attacks in Israel. But what's everybody occupied with about this slap? The words that were said. Appropriate, inappropriate. The power of words. This week we read in the Torah about the story of tzara'at, loosely translated as leprosy. Sometimes a house would change colors, discoloration in a house. Sometimes it was on a garment, and sometimes it came to be on a human being. And when a person had this saras, an affliction, which changed colors of a skin, you had to be quarantined outside of the city. Stay away from everyone else. Maimonides describes the process and the lesson that it teaches us. It says when a person would speak and gossip, tell stories about each other, about other people, you get a warning not to do it anymore and his house would change colors, discoloration. And they would have to bring the priest into the house and they would have to look at it and see what the color was, red or green, how dark it was, if it was growing. They would have to take apart parts of the house, repaint it, restucco it. And if he still wouldn't get the message, eventually his house would have to be destroyed. If the person would still continue in his not good speaking, in his gossip, his clothes would change colors, and if he still wouldn't get the message, he himself would go through the process of tzarat. Of course, it teaches us also the importance of saying good words, saying something nice to somebody, the power of uplifting somebody. Back in the story of the war in Ukraine, we see how powerful this leader, the president of Ukraine, how he's affecting the world and galvanizing support for his little country because of the words he's saying and the action that he's doing. A very important lesson. We have the power in our mouth to say something, use it for good things, say something good to somebody, and make a difference in their lives. Shabbat Shalom.